Hello, this webinar is titled The Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, an accurate portrayal of the meaning of this poem. Well, as we've learned in this series, this poem is a fragment that was placed in the pedestal 20 years after the statue was dedicated. And it's part of a larger poem titled The New Colossus, written by the poet Emma Lazarus. Some political leaders and others would have you believe that this poem fragment interprets the entire Statue of Liberty. But what we've learned in this series is that the Statue of Liberty can be completely and properly understood without the poem fragment. We've explored over 12 symbolic items that were part of the original design of the Statue of Liberty. And all of these symbols of the statue itself are explored in other parts of this series. The poem fragment was added to the pedestal as a plaque some 20 years after the dedication of the statue. So even though the poem was not a part of the original design concept of the statue, the poem fragment has become so well known, it's needed for the American public to have a proper understanding of Emma Lazarus' idea behind the writing of this poem and what it truly means. To begin with, let me give you a big picture, because the big idea is so nuanced and so revolutionary in its concepts. I want this to set in as you listen to the rest of the video series. The big idea is that the poem is about Lady Liberty herself, calling people to herself as she goes out into the world. It's not about the United States and calling people to come in. This insight will give you a revolutionary understanding of the concept behind the Statue of Liberty and what she means to the world. So rather than look at the poem fragment that's so widely understood, we're going to look at some other component parts of the New Colossus poem. The title itself, the word me and what it means in the poem, the phrase imprisoned lightning and yearning to be free, and the final phrase, I lift my lamp beside the golden door. So let's first look at the title, The New Colossus. And why did Emma Lazarus choose that title? Well, the definition of Colossus is a statue of gigantic size, a person or thing of enormous size and importance. So the big idea here is the poem is about the statue, about the concept of liberty, because liberty is such a grand and noble and big idea, and it's not about the United States. It's about this new idea of liberty spreading itself throughout the world. Let's take a look at the second big idea, the word me. Well, the word me here in the poem is liberty herself. She advances liberty around the world as she walks through it. A person can experience liberty by pursuing liberty wherever they are and by learning the principles of freedom. The me in the poem is not the United States. So look at this poem again. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. That is Liberty saying that about herself. Bring yourself, bring them to me. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me, and I will revolutionize their thinking about liberty, and their lives and societies will be transformed. And again, the statue gives this hint to us that liberty's on the move throughout the world. She's not standing still. Her heel is raised as she moves out into the world. And so the original concept of the Statue of Liberty is that she'd be a beacon of liberty that would walk out into the world and attract people to herself. The original vision of the Statue of Liberty was that she was an ideal, that she was a statue to the world. She was not a doorkeeper to the United States. Taking a look at the third concept, imprisoned lightning. What does that mean? Well, imprisoned lightning is the electrifying truths of the declaration that the statue is all about, and the principles therein pulsate from the cornerstone through the statue's core to the tip of the torch like a lightning bolt. And just like a lightning bolt strike changes everything around the people that experience it, so does liberty when people experience and understand what true liberty is. Yearning to breathe free, the fourth and huge concept. Well, a definition of yearning is this: a feeling of intense longing for something, a longing, a craving, a desire, a want, an urge, a hunger, a thirst, an ache. Yearn stresses the depth and passionateness of a desire, and breathe the essence of life, a desire so strong it cannot be stopped or suppressed. What this means is there's a passion of those yearning to be free, that they want to understand liberty, the Declaration of Independence, the U.S. Constitution, the U.S. constitutional system, self-government, personal responsibility, the required virtues of living free, of honesty, integrity, and morality, American history, and believe in the rule of law. Finally and fifthly, I lift my lamp beside the golden door. What does this mean? The golden door represents a new way of thinking, a changed mindset in the person who has embraced liberty and personal responsibility, someone who takes the initiative to try a new way of thinking and living. It's an optimism, a hope, it's bravery, it's taking action to change one's destiny. So I leave you with this question. Are you, as a current citizen, yearning to breathe free? My name's Craig Seibert. Thanks for listening.